in the south coast. The community in Msambweni in Kwale County is one that largely depends on fishing for its socio-economic activities. But over time, destructive fishing practices have led to the depletion of fish stocks in the ocean area that the community depends on. But now, the fishing community is all set for better days. The government and development partners are introducing the fish aggregating devices, simply known as FADs, as a sustainable fishing method for the community. Sharon Umwanyi has the story.
It is midday in Msambweni, and Shida Hamadi, a fishmonger, is by the beach, ready to receive her day's supply of fish from her regular fisherman and supplier. For 25 years, this has been Shida's routine.
Mimi asubuhi nikiamka huwa kwanza nikimaliza shughuli zangu za nyumbani naenda baharini nangoja wavuvi wangu. Kwanza kama nitakosa kwa wavuvi wangu na ninunua kwa wachuuzi wenzangu. Nikimaliza hapo ndipo nachukua mzigo wangu naja nyumbani nasafisha samaki wangu, nikikisha wako safi naanza kukaranga samaki wangu. Kimaliza naenda kuuza. Siondoke hapo sokoni mpaka saa 3 za usiku.
This business, she tells me, is what has sustained her family for all these years.
Na ndio tegemeo langu sasa kwa kusomesha watoto, mambo yote ya kinyumbani. Jamii ya hapa tegemeo kubwa sana ni bahari. Hivyo vingine vyote vinafuatilia nyuma, lakini ndio key kabisa ya mapato ya jamii ya hapa. Wakati hata biashara kina biashara, wakati pato la bahari linakuwa chini, basi ni uchumi mzima wa hapa huwa unaathirika.
The kind of fish harvested here includes tuna, rabbit fish, snappers, among others. However, the community has time and again been affected by the depletion of fish stocks. This is attributed to some bad fishing practices. The fishermen here largely decry the improper use of ring nets for fishing. A ring net is a type of a fishing net that hangs vertically in the water with floats at the top and weights at the bottom edge, the ends being drawn together to encircle the fish. When these nets are used to fish close to the shores, they fish out everything, including the small fish, thus jeopardizing future stocks.
Liko ukienda unapata kilo kama 70, 80 za nguru, kingfish yani wale. Lakini toka zilipoanza kuingia hizo ring net mpaka kufikia sasa, samaki zimerudi chini sana. Unaweza kwenda kukauka hata siku nzima upate moja ama mbili hizo kingfish.
Zile ring net zikiingia kwa wingi ndio zinachafua paka wale wavuvi wengine wanakosa samaki wale wadogo. Kwa sababu hizo zinasomba hata wale samaki wadogo, zinaharibu mazingira, zinavua sehemu ambazo miamba ni maji kidogo. Kawaida ring net inatakana ivue deep sea, lakini wao wanavua maji kidogo ambayo hiyo ni sehemu yanaharibu mazingira, hata matumbawe wanavunja.
The Kenya Department of Fisheries, in conjunction with development partners, is now introducing the fish aggregating device as a method of fishing to the community, a method that is expected to increase the fishermen's catches and that is said to be ecologically friendly.
Instead of the fisherman going in the ocean and looking for fish, he goes to a precise position where he can catch his fish. So the number of days when he doesn't catch fish or catches a low number of fishes is reduced, so he gets more fish, more income, and he can improve his life.
Tafiti ambao umefanywa katika sehemu zingine za ulimwengu, hususan maeneo ya Pacific, unaonyesha kuwa fadi huongeza mapato kwa 20%. Hiyo ni faida moja, na hiyo imedhibitika tayari. Kwa hiyo bila shaka fadi zina faida ya kuongeza mapato. Pili, wavuvi wanapoenda pale katika ile fadi huwa wanakusanyika wakiwa wengi. Kwa hiyo kuna ile security.
The fish aggregating devices usually consist of buoys or floats tethered to the ocean floor with concrete blocks. More than 300 species of fish gather around the FADs. Fish are fascinated with floating objects, thus they aggregate around the buoys, making it easy for the fishermen to catch them. In this particular type of FADs, the officials in charge of the project, in conjunction with the community, pre-identified a location to position the FADs. They used smart FADs, which include sonar and GPS capabilities that enable the operators to remotely contact the device via satellite and thus determine the population under the FAD.
Our smart fish expert from Mauritius, together with the local team and the fishermen from the beneficiary community, are now identifying the site that has been pre-selected in order to set the FAD in the right place where most of the schools of tuna and other pelagic fish are passing by, in the way that will be populated by this fish, and fishermen can increase their catching around the FAD.
The fishermen, through their beach management units, have been trained on collecting data, including the population of fish caught before and after the use of FADs, in order to determine just how effective the method would turn out to be.
We trained 10 data collectors, of whom 6 were men and 4 were women, to have that gender inclusiveness. And those data collectors collect data on a weekly basis.
We have been able to get a synergy that has not been seen here before in the coastal region. And I think this is a showcase of showing what kind of partnerships you can build with the different institutions towards a certain cause.
And as Shida's fish sizzles up to a sumptuous taste, so does the hope of the community with regard to the future of the one activity they depend on the most, fishing.
The winds of change are blowing for the fishing community here in Msambweni, with many of them expectant that this efficient and controlled method of fishing will secure their livelihoods. Sharon Momanyi, KTN News, Msambweni, Kwale County.